Hello. I was trying to figure out why my internet speed was absolute garbage. Pretty sure it was because I was trying to upload something while at the same time. I have learned from my mistake. I will not be doing that from now on. Anyway, so on this fine Tuesday evening, yes, it's Tuesday. Oh god. Is it? Wait, yes, I think I'm going insane. Anyway, yes it is, cool. I thought I was losing my mind for a second there, which honestly would not put it past myself. Anyway, so today I'm gonna play a simple game, something that doesn't require a lot of brain power, because I've been playing a lot of Fire Emblem, and that's taken a lot of brain power lately, coming up with battle plans, trying to make sure everyone doesn't get destroyed mid-battle. So it's been taking some time. I've been playing it for 4 days straight now. I finally got to part 2. I think I'm at the point that I got to last time before I stopped playing. So hopefully I don't do that again and I actually can finish it and get to know the end of the plot, because I don't know it. I get to part 2, I got the beginning of it, and then I stopped. And so that'll be a weekend thing, because as of right now, I need a brain break. And Stardew Valley sometimes isn't even a brain break, because you're just constantly figuring out what to do for every day. If it's not raining, you gotta water the crops, then you gotta be like, am I gonna go mining? Am I gonna go fishing? Ooh, is there a quest? There's so much to do. A lot of micromanaging. Then I gotta go get Sebastian, talk to him, give him gifts. Oh god, and if it's raining, I don't even have to water the plants. It's a lot. So I'm just gonna play some Monster Prom. It's simple. I just have to read. And I'm gonna make it easy on myself and go after the person I know best. So hopefully it won't be that hard and that I don't pick the wrong answers and that my voice doesn't die on me, because I just realized I don't have water. So this will be an interesting time, and hopefully it will go better than last time that I tried to attempt Monster Prom. And it did not go well. So hopefully the game will actually be finished this time. As it is only me today. Just me. Finn and Aris are not here. So it is just me courting monsters on my own. A casual Tuesday night, I guess. Anyway, so we'll get right to it. Yeah! I had to turn off Spotify. If you noticed, I was playing the dating song from Undertale because we're dating. That's what we're doing. Okay. Please go away, Monster Prom. I have to turn the sound back on because I had it turned off. Because it was very loud. And the song playing in my head was making me lose my mind. So I needed to crank it down a sec because it was making me go insane. But we'll get started on this. It's just me. Haven't played a lot of the DLC. I think I got most if not all of the secret endings on the what's it called? The regular game, minus DLC. Ooh, what do we want? A full game? Short game? Let's do a full. Yeah, let's do that. Also, I apologize in advance for these voices, because they're about to be interesting, to say the least. Ah, spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid, sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. Who I really am is my sweet boy Oz, but we are going to be Yay! Oh, I think I have voices turned off. Oops. It's okay. I'll be doing them. And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the monster prom. I remember it clearly. 6 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 8 most charismatic classmates. Scott Howell, 21, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Polygeist, 22, a party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. Damien LeVay, 21, my love in this game. A fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Liam de Lioncourt, 400-something, a hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid the fact that he was truly a lovable dork. Zoe Forever, an Eldritch cutie who went from endless deity of the dark realms to ultimate fangirl. I apparently can't pronounce Eldritch. Calculaster Hewlett Packard version 1.0. A library computer who had become a sentient robot ready to experience life to its fullest. And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. It was clear, it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 6 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we only had 6 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. My forehead is itchy. I have to burp. Why do I get McDonald's every time before streaming? Because I have to burp now. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever. All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more, we're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Each of you. Me. It's just me. Let's start. If you could put a curse on your worst enemy, what would it do? I'd curse them to fall in love with a wonderful person and be happily married for years before they realized that all this time their partner was a wild panther in disguise. Then the partner viciously devours my enemy. Classic. The curse of always meeting obnoxious people at parties who are super into new fad diets that feel the need to explain them in detail. You can't rely on the effectiveness of a curse. I prefer to take care of my enemies the old-fashioned way, by exposing them to unsafe doses of radiation over the course of several years. I like the panther. I like him. It's fancy. Be a visionary. What will the next big social media craze be? Arbert? From now on, a socially awkward guy named Robert will do everything he's commanded to do through the app by its users. Twats plays Arbert. Nice. Bullshit. It's a regular social network, but each time someone shares news that isn't supported by real facts, they're taxed, and the money goes to the people exposed to that bullshit. Greek agorist, like literal Greek agorist, reinstated in our cities. Place where philosophy and arts are discussed by the greater minds. That's social media I want to log into. I like Arbert. He's so charming. Oh. What criteria would you use to name your children? No name, it's just too much work. My name plus 2, the second. Non-heteronormative name to give them freedom to define themselves in their own terms. Child plus current version based on birth order. Just a swear word. I will research for a name that is pun-proof and joke-proof. No one will pick on them. That's so fair, but also I like the concept of just a swear word. Just naming your child. Fuck. School just isn't working out. Time to go into stripping. What's your stage name? Oscar Wilde, my name plus the naked. Max Pleasure Model 3000. Duchess Henrietta Honey Lips there. Nikita Nipples. Excuse you, I wouldn't be the stripper, honey. I'm the damn pimp. I like this one. I want to, yes, that one, please. Alright, let's see. I have no fun. Time to go get fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. You have no idea how it escalates so much, but at one point there are like 300 people. Someone summons demons from a nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself, but who cares? It's a rad party. You gain fun. Nice. I'm such a fun person. After, you're walking along when suddenly a car skids to a halt just in front of you. It's not the most logical location for a speeding car to barrel through, and yet here we are. Vera and Damien hop out. Oh god, now I gotta do voices. The work isn't bad, it's just not at the level it needs to be if you want to win this all-star drag race. Drag race? Drag race against a real badass hunk of metal. What's your plan to win, Damien? Just drive your car really, really, really fast? Of fucking course it is, Vera. That's literally how street racing works. I'm now seeing the downside of this stream is I can't read. Oops. And that may have won you the crown in the past, but it won't work against Justin Darrington. Damien, he's driving the Thunderfuck 5000. And I'm driving Nancy, a pile of shit I lovingly cobbled together out of every car I've ever destroyed. Either in a race or just literally destroyed via arson or whatever. And Nancy can take on anyone, anything, anytime. The Thunderfuck 5000 is an electric car. Nancy runs on the juice of literal, actual dinosaur corpses. What could be more badass than that? I don't know, maybe running on pure lightning? Nancy is a piece of shit, Damien. Deep down you know that she does not have what it takes to win us this thing. Seems like this drag race is pretty important to the two of them, and that they're not going to come to an agreement on their own. Looks like it's up to you to be the voice of reason. Attitude is everything, but Nancy will never embrace her inner fierceness with all of Vera's criticism. Come on, Damien, let's give this car a makeover. Or, Vera, you're right, Nancy's amazing, but she can't quite make the grade. We need to crossbreed her with a faster car. I like this one. I'm so smart. Perfect. We can get a brand new qualified race car, and Damien can still feel like his shitty subpar car is useful. Nancy is a thing of beauty and grace, Vera, but as long as her genes that live on in whatever machine I drive to victory, the plan is a-okay by me. The three of you get to work setting up what could easily be considered one of the most impressive and high-tech car crossbreeding programs in the country. I didn't move my sleeves. You find a very shiny red electric limousine to serve as Nancy's stud, and start the breeding process along, which mostly consists of making the cars a reservation at an appropriately fancy and expensive restaurant and loading up their CD players with smooth jazz. Sometime later, Nancy gives birth, don't ask how, not important, to the ultimate race car. Look at what we've made, huh guys? I mean, mostly what Nancy and El Diablo made, but we helped get them there. Yeah, honestly, this car is a masterpiece. I've been looking for my next business venture, and I think I may go into high-end race car breeding. People make thousands off of breeding horses to race, and horses want to fuck. How hard could that be? By that logic, I bet I could make millions breeding race cars. You totally could. It'd be your first customer. I'd be your first customer. Oops. You already were. I'll send you your invoice later. Well, looks like Damien has the race in the bag. Vera has a new business venture, and the world has a new species of super race car. You gain +2 bonus and +1 money from a kickback from Vera, which comes with a genuine smile from her. Score! I did not think that was gonna get me to be with Vera, but okay. Oh god, the combination of voices we've got going here is going to be actually insane. The cafeteria is in uncharacteristic turmoil. Nah, it's always like this. Today the chaos comes in the form of a cafeteria-wide food fight. but the denizens of the table at which you sit are less than impressed with the crazy goings-on. Talking hard. Now I have to yawn. Oh god. Why must I suffer? Anyway. Can't someone take artsy photographs of their food in lieu of eating it in peace without Larry the Lich taking it right out from under your nose to throw it at Brad Braddington? Error. This is not the purpose of food according to previous data. Data. I'll never know. Or is this a malfunction within my inner search engine? No, you're right. The true purpose of food is taking carefully arranged photos in an exhibitionist ploy to make your peers jealous. This is also not the purpose of food according to previous data. Besides, senseless violence disgusts me. I am a pacifist. Running search for pacifist. Definition found. Yes, the sensations produced by my neurocircuitry fit the definition of pacifism. God, reading in this voice hurts me. I too am a pacifist. Asimov decrees it. Glad we agree. Now the only question is how to end this food fight. Oh, you've got this one in spades. Liam, it's time to chain yourself to a table in a dramatic, albeit possibly a useless form of protest. Calculester run an internal search for historical patterns. The only way to stop war is to introduce an enemy both sides can unite against. Oh, okay. Let's go with the robot. Calculating the efficiency of this plan. Confirm, this does indeed seem legit. Wait, doesn't introducing another belligerent into the conflict directly contradict the tenets of pacifism? Searching for common enemies to spooky high students. Please, maybe don't do whatever you're about to do. Why are you blushing? Why he blushing? Why he blushing? What he doing? Enemy found. The common enemy of all spooky high students is test anxiety. Oh no. Leo, what have you unleashed? But it's too late to turn back now. Calculester careens through the cafeteria, accosting belligerent classmates and testing them. You, Cyclops, who is poised to throw a turkey drumstick. What is the capital of Albania? It is A. Hula. B. Megalobania. C. Tirana. D. Shake Shack. Or E. All of the above. No, Calculester, we must not become the monsters we seek to destroy. I've lost his voice. I had it in the beginning and it's gone now. You, swamp creature currently pouring soup on a leprechaun. Your test results are in, and you are not going to like them. That's right, you have chlamydia. God, I can't. I've lost the voice. My nasal, it's gone. You've become death, destroyer of self-confidence. And you, cursed mummy slapping a man-sized centipede with 2 pieces of pizza. You have failed your emissions test. You are no longer licensed to be a motor vehicle. That'll have no outcome on her life whatsoever, but she still seems extremely anxious about it. Calculester whirls through the cafeteria like an analytical hurricane, testing everyone in sight. Soon you witness an occurrence hitherto unheard of at Spooky High. Everyone leaves the cafeteria to study. Students studying? We have truly worked a miracle this day. Yes, but at what cost to our souls? Whatever. Souls are fake anyway. All that matters to you is that Calculester is totally giving you the pixelated eye. Yeah, I don't even know who I'm going after anymore. I'm going after everyone, and there's so much more to this. Alright, well... let's just do this. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn. By skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You notice Vera all up in Calculester's grill. She looks like she's all business, which for Vera is another way of saying all murder. Uh-oh. But Vera, using my vast computational resources to discover the national bank passwords for you is a crime, and crimes are not nice. Nonsense. You know what else is a crime? Murder. And if murder isn't nice, well, then lock me up. Actually, I've just gotten word from my lawyer that I ought to retract that previous statement. Forget I said anything. Erasing all memory of previous 15 seconds. Resuming conversation from last checkpoint. But Vera, using my vast computational resources to secure the national bank passwords for you is a crime, and crimes are not nice. This is coming dangerously close to being a waste of time. Look, Cal, I'm what weaker people might call fond of you, but you'll get me those bank passwords or I'll reassemble your component parts into a robot who will. Got it? Uh-oh. This seems to be getting a little too intense. It's up to you to calm things down, but whose side will you take? But Calculester, banks are full of money, and money is the root of all evil. Therefore, removing money from banks makes them less evil. It's the right thing to do. Vera, your mouth is asking for bank passwords, but your eyes are asking for confetti. I know this is gonna fail, but my god, do I love it. Actually, watch it not fail. Ah! Analyzing syllogism. Big words. If evil equal money, therefore not money equals not evil. Argument is deductively valid. Criminal activity legitimized. 1. Exception detected. If Vera receives all money taken in this way, how will she avoid becoming evil? Becoming? I mean, there's nothing to worry about, Calculester, darling. Money can't turn me evil, because my various holding companies prevent me from ever technically having any. I understand. Evading corruption is very similar to evading taxes. Exactly! I've always said taxes were evil! Exception successfully handled. Crime now defined as virtuous. Transferring passwords. You're so busy enjoying the champagne brunch Vera holds to celebrate, you don't even think about the potential long-term consequences of your actions. But what else is new? You gain +2 money and +1 fun. Okay, so I guess we're going after Vera, which we started out going after Damien, and then I messed up. I don't know what her stats are. Probably money. So we're gonna do that. That day you spend some time on the library's PCs, sending malicious spam emails in the hopes of stealing other people's money. It doesn't sound very nice, but who's really the one to blame if they respond to such a blatant scam? You lose -10 karma, which isn't a stat in this game, so who cares? And you gain +2 money. Nice! My arm is numb from how I have it on my desk. Anyway. Later, you hear Vera and Liam. I was about to, call him Liam. Wait, that's his name. I don't know what I was about to call him, but it wasn't Liam in my head. Later, you hear Vera and Liam in a heated conversation which seems to contain some pretty sexually explicit language, so naturally you go eavesdrop. Oh, look at his little jacket! Look at that little outfit. Speaking as a male, I can say that even I grow weary of the infantilizing monotony of the male gaze. Thank you! See, I want to advocate for the Gorgon gaze instead, but that would just turn people rock hard. That's not an erection joke, people would die. Personally, I think hentai is the source of the problem. It's so unrealistic. Hello, I'm not a 2D drawing, I'm a real vampire. Right. Yes, of course you are, Damien. I know. Even I can't keep up with the standards hentai is setting. What, I'm supposed to just grow a dick during sex? This conversation is great. I love what I'm hearing, except I don't. And all the women are drawn exactly the same. There's even less body type diversity than at this school. Plus, I don't think anyone in real life has ever willingly addressed a tentacle as senpai, and what's with all the tentacles anyway? Because half the studio heads are Krakens, Liam, and no tea, no shade to the women who do enjoy tentacle porn. I know at least 3 of my snakes do, but I won't out them. But I do think there should be a more diverse offering for those of us who'd like something else. Cephalosexual? Agreed. Words hurt my brain. Hentai should be more artistic, redraw explicit scenes in the style of great artists such as Picasso and Magritte. Is that a... whatever. Don't send a misogynistic kraken to do a femme gorgon's job. You should open your own hentai studio. That is not the trait I thought that was gonna be. Interesting. Why didn't I think of that before? I'm always trying to monetize my hobbies, and I'm partial to my superior aesthetic, and I like sex. The hentai industry needs more strong female perspectives. Shatter that freaky glass ceiling. Yes, it could feature stories about three-dimensional women with lofty and exciting career aspirations, having mind-shatteringly hot sex. We could call it veridimation. The tagline can be an Oberlin overhaul of over-objectifying a fall. The two hurry off to continue the development of their hentai studio, thus improving pornography forever. Hooray! You gain +2 smarts and +1 money as a token of gratitude for your ideas. Oh, it's you. I forgot what your name is. Or what your whole character plot is. Anyway, I guess we're going after Vera. I'm not complaining. I don't get Vera very often. You arrive at Zoe and Vera's table, excited to... Oh god, I don't have a voice for her.
We're excited about anything suspicious.
We're not doing it. What the heck? I can't read today. I was too busy coming up with a voice. I read something that wasn't even there.
We're not doing anything suspicious.
Zoe.
We definitely don't have a fellow student in a cage under this table. You have a fellow student in the cage under... It's useless, Vera. Lee is too perceptive. We've got to come clean.
Yes, the problem is clearly that Lee is too perceptive. But I suppose we have no choice. Look under the table. Zoe and Vera do indeed seem to have caged a fairy under the table. She's filthy, miserable, and covered in glitter. Fairies cry glitter. Ah, my phone is going off. We took her as a prisoner during the last food war, you know, for leverage.
I didn't think anything of it at the time, because tormenting prisoners is just a thing you do as an elder god.
But that was 3 days ago, and she's starting to smell. We've got to figure out something else to do with her.
We could let her go.
No, I fail to see how that profits me.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, what should we do then?
The prisoner is probably stinky because she's lonely. Give her a companion to keep her company. Use vicious psychological manipulation to turn her into a sleeper agent. Of course! Of course! I can't believe I didn't think of that. In fact, I did. My lawyers will fight you if you disagree.
But a sleeper agent for what? The food war ended 3 days ago.
Oh, honey. Not that kind of sleeper agent. Hold on, I heard a sound and now I'm confused. It's a dog outside. I'm less confused now. I mean an agent who pretends to be a damsel, cursed to sleep for 100 years. And then, when a prince kisses her to wake her up, she kills him and takes all his money. It's one of my primary sources of income. Thirsty princes always carry cash.
That doesn't seem very fair.
All is fair in love and war, Zoe. Also, who gives a shit? They're kissing sleeping women. Those princes already decided to move to a town far, far from fairness. Vera said the word love in your presence. This is taking your relationship to a whole new level. There is a dog going insane outside right now, and I have no idea why. Like, oh my god. Like, that's excessive. Okay. Let's go for some fun. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. At one point, Juan, the small, magical Latino cat, Slips on a banana peel, you start to laugh at him. He asks you to stop, but you don't. You laugh so hard at him that you somehow steal +2 fun from him. Hooray, no, not Juan. Not our sweet boy. I'm so sad. Oh, hold on. There we go. Brain. Later you see Vera cackling to herself in the hallway, which is whatever, but you might as well find out why. Just practicing my prom queen acceptance speech in my mind. It's not like the title bears any meaning whatsoever, of course, and I really do consider the whole thing way beneath me. However, considering how much meaning other girls put on it, I can't risk some uppity bitch thinking she's better than I am. Why was the song breaking there? That was weird. Plus, it's not bad branding either. I could see using a victory to start a line of successful prom queen accessories guaranteed to get you the win. Perfect prom shoes, the right makeup, fancy knives to take out your opponents. Speaking of which, I assume this goes without saying, but I'm not leaving anything to chance. I'll be doing a blood ritual to ensure my win. Hey! I don't remember how to get this ending. I still haven't found the exact details yet, but I'm optimistic that at least some of the items will be found in the shop. The only question is where exactly I can find the details for a proper blood ritual. Why don't we ask the Coven? They're witches, they should know all about blood magic. Literally just search the internet, like that's literally what it's there for. Internet? Yay! Oh, right. Good call. Sometimes you get so caught up in the grand scheme of exploiting blood magic to secure a petty victory that you forget about those little things. You and Vera scamper over to the library to put the school's computers to good use for once. For real, does anyone at the school use school resources for educational purposes? Let's just search blood magic to guarantee prom queen victory over basic bitches to maintain social status. It's pretty clear, right? Couldn't possibly be clearer. Seems like we're gonna need the blood of a former prom queen, the tongue of a goat, and the earrings of an ancient goddess. Not exactly stuff that's going to be lying around, but when you're destined to be prom queen, you make it work. Now that I'm destined to be prom queen, or I wouldn't have to do blood magic— nope, not that I'm destined to be prom queen, or I wouldn't have to do blood magic in the first place. But hey, when you want to achieve greatness, you make your own destiny. You check the shop, I'll grab a goat, and we'll meet up in the bathrooms to cut its tongue out and get this party started. Sounds like a party indeed. You gain +2 fun and +1 smarts. Good thing I went to get money that one singular time, because I'm apparently going to need it. Let's see if I have enough money for this. Welcome to my little shop, buy some shit. I have shit that will boost your stats, shit that'll lead you into stupid new adventures, even some shit that might be much needed at some very specific moments. Let's take a look. Oh my god, there's so much. Oh my god, there's way too much. I need this. I know that. I don't know how to get the earrings, though. I guess that'll be a question for the ages. You know, forget all blood rituals, or in case you're just a creep with unhealthy obsessions, don't even dare ask me how I got this. It's only $1, so we are buying it. No! My smarts and my charm! Yeah, who would want to save money for their college fund when you can spend it on weird stuff that's most likely useless? That's the spirit, champ! I hate it, but we needed it. It's for the bit, guys. It's for the bit. Oh god, no, not him. Goodbye. Watching Vera eat is usually pretty disturbing. Her snakes eat at the same time she does. But at least it's usually quiet. This time, however, Scott is doing his best to change that. Go, Lefty. Gobble that mouse. No, don't. Watch out for Wiggles coming up from behind. Use that tongue. Go. I can't. Ugh. He does this every week or so. Whenever my snakes need a meal, he seems to think snake eating contests are a competitive sport. Also, I don't think he realizes that an actual snake eating contest would probably involve people eating snakes. I tried charging him for tickets to get him to stop, but he actually pays to do this. He keeps track of each snake's statistics on a little index card. He's given them names. Go Slither, go Bendy, go Sanchez, go Snake Snake. I love Scott. Those aren't their names. God, no matter how much he pays for the tickets, it isn't enough. This seems like a really tense situation. You resolve it in the only way you know how, by opening your mouth and yelling. Boring! This is nothing compared to Earthworm eating contest. Snake, 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 eat the food and stay awake. We're going for Vera, so we gotta click this. But I like the snake, snake, snake. What? There's a more exciting sport than snake eating contests? You gotta tell me about it. Oh yeah, Earthworm eating contests are literally crawling with suspense. And even better, they're going on all the time with thousands of players in each game. Thousands? Where's the game? Where do I go? Anywhere there's dirt. Anywhere? There's dirt in so many places! So many places that aren't here. Get going, sports that game or whatever. I will, Vera, I will. I swear one of these days he's going to decide choking on his food is a sport and die. While you hope Scott doesn't actually die, the main thing on your mind right now is Vera smiling at you. Nice. She's not, but okay. We'll pretend she is. Okay. I need more charm because it got rid of it. That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Look at that little guy. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit, leading to a spectacular comeback. You're clearly a natural born leader. You gain +2 charm. You're making your daily protection payment to Vera when suddenly... It's just Killian Tidestrider. Everyone, stop what you're doing and look at my majestic visage. The interdimensional prince? Muscling in on my territory, are you? Not at all. Oh god, they're just the same. Not at all, my darling Viperess. I am here strictly in a business capacity. Business, you say? I'm all ears, except for my snakes, which are all tongues and teeth. It's simple economics, my love. You're an aspiring crime kingpin. I'm a prince. I propose a merger. A merger of our resources, our minds, our bodies, and our spirits. Interesting. Oh no, Vera's skinning out her calculator. If she decides this merger is financially viable, good luck asking her to prom. But how will you undermine Vera's confidence in the prince's financial status? Replace all his gold with fish? Steal all his money with your high-frequency trading algorithm. Carl. I like Carl. Carl! Before we draw up the contract, I hope you won't mind providing a full accounting of your assets. Of course not, my dear. As you can see from this spreadsheet, my entire kingdom is owned by someone named Carl. Let me see that. You idiot. Carl isn't a person. It's a computer algorithm. Probably stands for something, like computerized autonomous robotic light bulb. Nope. Doesn't stand for anything. It's just Carl. You gain +2 boldness and +1 smarts. Yeah, Carl. Carl for the win. Let's get creative. Oh my god, I had to burp. I keep having to burp. I hate this. That day while rehearsing for the class play, it's as though the muses themselves have descended to give you a figurative blowjob. Your performance is intense and inspiring. It will be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. You gain +2 creativity. You find Vera sulking backstage. She notices you, standing there, waiting for an exciting event to happen. Are you in this disaster? I hope they're at least paying you. Not you either? Lord, what a waste of financial opportunity. I have to admit, even I can't decide how to profit on it. The school won't sign off on a VIP lounge at Cash Bar, or a toll booth in front of the bathrooms. It's almost as if theater isn't an incredibly lucrative industry after all. But that's preposterous, there must be a way. Bets. Very rigged bets. The hero goes down in the second act. Just buy the playout and force them to use product placement. I like bets. That's brilliant. Everyone will think they have a sure bet. You know, because plays have scripts that sort of determine what the characters die. But Sadiq, the acting genie's no dummy. He'll play ball. Especially when I let him know about this absolutely precious antique lamp that I found down at the flea market. If you were Sadiq right now, you'd wish yourself into a different play. But you're not him, you're you. It's good to be you. You gain +2 smarts and +1 boldness. Look at my stats. They're looking good. Lunchtime, the easiest one. Hey, that guy. Vera is spending her lunch period scheming, as usual. Calculester looks on in a mechanical approximation of dismay. Now, if I can just get the poison into the next shipment of cafeteria food, the starving students will be forced to pay me inflated prices for my authentic food flakes. Vera, no, do not do this. Why? Have you determined that it's unprofitable? Now, are you looking for a cut? Negative. Are you a RoboCop? You have to tell me if you're a RoboCop. I am not a law officer, but what you are planning to do is wrong. Agree to disagree. Error. Cannot comply with internally contradictory instructions. Meltdown imminent. Uh-oh. This could get ugly. You need to chill Calculester out, or convince Vera to change her ways. Don't worry, Cal. Vera's just being helpful. Sure, the poison may kill some people, but those who survive will be more resistant to poison in the future, or whatever. Calculester is right, Vera. I mean, did you even check to see if your poison is vegan-friendly? We're clearly going with the Vera option. It appears I misunderstood your intentions, Vera. You are doing this for medical reasons? If I am, can I write off the poison as a tax deduction? According to taxfraudforcriminals.com, yes. Then yes. This changes everything. Congratulations on your ethical behavior. Yes, I am the greatest. Vera clearly appreciates your quick thinking. Maybe she'll even give you a cut of her inflated food profits. Let's see. I feel like I could always use more money. That day you spent some time in the library's PCs managing your start kicker. You deceived lots of people with a sensationalist video and impossible promises. Nice! You gain plus 100,000 money, but almost everything goes to cover costs, and you keep only +2 money. Ah, yes! Look at his jacket. This group project is worth at least 30.06% of our grade, so I want you to focus. Calculester, are you good at math? Friend Vera, I am a supercomputer. I am made of math. Great. So, no shenanigans, you guys. I mean it. Nothing crazy can happen in this library for the next 30 minutes. We're here to save the day. It's just all monotone. I feel like I could break out and give people accents, but I'm too afraid to. I know it is very rare to see students at Spooky High studying, friend Joy, friend Hope, and friend Faith, but I assure you that the world is in no danger, and this is a very normal activity at many other schools. Hello, sir? I don't know what to do with this man. Who are you? How do I there's too many characters and I don't know how to voice them. I don't know. I don't know what to do. He's just so chiseled. I was gonna think about doing transit, like what we do in the shadows, but I'm gonna butcher it. Fair ladies of magic, you may have beaten me to the library, but you shall not beat me to their souls. Come, fearsome snake lady and little monster. Come, join me in the dark side. Will that help me pass this class? Because my interests right now are limited solely to doing that. Crime bosses respect you less if they think you're stupid. So, yes, joining the dark side will definitely help you pass this class. Don't listen to him. Those lips speak nothing but lies and give nothing but kisses of betrayal. And it's also an incredibly fiscally responsible decision. Fiscally responsible, eh? Tell me more. Yes, please tell us more. From context, I am assuming that this dark side refers to the evil nature of your plans rather than color, but moral ambiguity often confuses me. I love them. No need to be confused. Joining the dark side is the right thing. Oh, I always do my best to do the right thing. No, don't. And I'm a pretty big fan of doing the thing that's the opposite of the thing the Coven is trying to get me to do, so I'm almost tempted myself. But if they go to the dark side, how will they go to prom at your side? Time to sway them. Dimitri! Okay. Dimitri's not telling you the dark side's darkest secret. Terrible Wi-Fi. No way, everybody's going to the dark side these days. It's totally touristy and played out. The hot destination this year is Malaysia. No!
Dang it.
Oh, here we go. Another self-righteous, socially liberal millennial whining about dark side tourism. I'll have you know that the recent influx of visitors to the dark side have actually been an enormous boon to the local economy. All the revenue from tourists buying baby skull goblets or spending a few days in the torture palace has allowed us to repair roads, build schools, and establish a really kick-ass local music festival. It's all here in the Economist article, Bright Future for the Dark Side. As a firm believer in trickle-down economics, this makes perfect sense to me. The voice is emerging, I can't stop it. The financial math is indeed compelling. A query, Lee. Why do you feel compelled to rage against anything that a large number of people appear to be enjoying? Because the game made me. I wanted to join the dark side. Are you an emotionally distant hipster who substitutes abstract social issues for authentic emotional connection? Wow, savage. Well, I'm convinced. Let's go check out the Dark Side Music Festival, eh, Cal? Affirmative. Personally, I hunger for authentic emotional connection and sick beats. Vera and Calculister end up booking 2 tickets for Evil Sonar, the Dark Side Music Festival, which is next June. Good news is they will leave for the dark side for just 1 sick weekend of electronic music. Bad news is they think you suck and you lose. -2 fun and -1 bonus. No! No. Well, now I need to make up for this. With charm. That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match is so intense and both teams are so into it that you decide to raise the stakes by betting part of your charm against part of the other team's leader's charm. That commitment amazes your whole team and their spirit is fueled by determination. Finally, you win and take +2 charm from the other team's leader. She's now a bit less fabulous. Nice. Your performance in that game earns you a position as first pick on Vera's team for the next game. Sweet! When you get over to her side of the court, though, you noticed her furrowed brow. She's having trouble choosing the next player. As much as I hate to admit it, I brought you over here because I need your help. You see, my acceptance at a top-tier business school is riding on this game. Everyone knows business schools hate losers, and dodgeball is basically the new golf. I need to assemble a killer team, but my skills lie in discerning people's weaknesses, not their strengths. That's where you come in. Help me pick the best team, and I'll be sure to remember you fondly when I'm crushing peons with my business degree. Picking teams is your jam, you whisper in Vera's ear. Pick all the worst players. If we win, you're a god for leading losers to victory. If we lose, it's all their fault. Don't pick any of those chumps. I'll just hire us a team of homicidal dodgeball supermen who used to be mercenaries. What? Damn it. It did say hire. Solving problems through unfair application of capital. Just the thing business schools are looking for. Hire away. You make a call to your preferred mercenary provider, and within minutes an armored truck full of hobgoblins shows up. You offer them their payment, a crumpled $20 bill, and some hard candies you forgot were in your pockets. Jonathan, the sports Wendigo, the captain of the other team, offers them an actual money to join his team instead. As your team crumples beneath a devastating hail of dodgeballs, Vera spits in your ear. I don't know what upsets me more, that we're losing or that I'm sharing a team with someone who was outbid by a Wendigo. Before you can reply, a dodgeball slams into your chest so hard it sends you into space. It takes you some days to hitchhike back. You lose -2 fun and -1 boldness. I am falling apart here. Vera, I'm sorry. I sat on the farthest seat from her, it knows. Vera's drinking her customary lunchtime scotch because you can drink whatever the hell you want at the school, but Scott's not making it easy for her.
Oh, look at his yellow outfit.
Hey, Vera, what you drinking? Scotch. Why? Because it smells like a delicious forest fire, and I'm curious. What's it called? Scotch. Yes? No, that's what it's called. What? Scotch. Yeah. No, I'm not saying your name. I'm saying the name of the drink I'm drinking. It's Scotch. It's mine? No, it's mine. Then why is it called Scotch? That's just what it's called. Oh, is it like an energy drink for Scots? I mean, it's like an energy drink for Scottish people. Hey, I'm a Scottish person. I'm as Scottish as it possibly be. I'm the most Scot. Now, what will it take to get you to drop this issue? Scott's not gonna drop it unless you do something, so you cut in and say, yeah, it's actually called Scott's, but today is opposite day, so everything that's Scott's is actually Vera's. You're right, Scott. That drink is your birthright. Chug, 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 chug. Chug, chug, chug. Aw, he looks so confused. Don't you mean today isn't opposite day? No. I'm not sorry, not Vera. I guess I'll be taking your drink. Wink. Wait, time out. If everything that's Scott's is Vera's, do I have to give Vera all of my stuff? Yes. Oh, okay. And does Vera have to give me all of her stuff? Sure. Unfortunately for you, I have no stuff. All my possessions are owned by cleverly disguised shell companies. Now, hand over your wallet. Oh, okay. Boy, opposite day sure is the best, isn't it? It sure is. After Scott leaves you alone, you and Vera definitely don't spend all of his money on cocaine. Oh, Scott. Such a silly little guy. Why not? That day, you spend some time on the library's PC playing some good old online poker. Gambling seems like a stupid and dangerous decision, but who cares? This time it's paid off, so fuck it. You gain +2 money. Nice. You notice Vera standing in the corner, pissed. What looks like a fresh braid on the back of her head is actually 2 of her snakes fighting. Poison's flying everywhere. Oh, I'm okay. It's just Hissy and Bob having another disagreement. It happens. This time, they can't decide whether Miranda's domain should be called a kingdom or an empire. And it's like, who cares? I'm telling you, if they weren't my hair, I would sell them to Thailand, where they eat snakes. Decapitate them to set an example. You could totally rock some bangs. Snakes get feisty when they don't have jobs. Put them to work building your evil empire. I don't know. I don't like this, but I feel like... No! I hate my life. Bangs are for freshmen. I'd be a laughingstock. Can you imagine demanding a ransom from the United Nations with bangs? They wouldn't even take money from someone with bangs. Not even a hobo would take money from someone with bangs. I'd rather become a hobo than be someone with bangs. I'd rather go bald. I'd rather scalp myself. I'd rather go bald, scalp myself, cut off my head, and put my head in a toilet. The list goes on for 10 more minutes. It prominently features your mom. You lose -2 fun, and -1 charm, and any desire to have bangs. I have bangs! That dog is still barking. Like, it's insane. It's been going on for a while now. Well... Let's try and get my phone up. That day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Everything is fine until Juan, the small magical Latino cat, asks what you think you're doing. Damn, you didn't remember, you suck at dancing. But you decide to go all in and pretend it's a new dance move, apparently called the Groovy Moussaka. Juan looks at you and he asks you to teach him the Groovy Moussaka. In no time, half the party is following your steps and enjoying the Groovy Moussaka altogether. It's a party to remember. You gain +2 fun and a cool story to tell your grandkids someday. You turn around to find Vera staring at you. This often happens, but for some reason it's not a death stare this time. She actually looks kind of happy to see you. Weird. You decide to do what you do best. Push your luck. Finally, if you'd taken any longer to come over, I would have got to have my minions drag you here. Listen, my date for tonight was unexpectedly eaten by vultures. Totally not my fault. Anyway, I need you to fill the slot somehow, and I thought maybe you could recommend one of your more attractive friends? Just kidding, darling. You're not half bad. But seriously, meet me at 1,000 Arms at 9:15 p.m. or the vultures will eat you twice today. Did Vera just ask you on a date? She did. This is like Christmas in whatever damn month it is right now. But if you don't want this to be more than just a one-time thing, you best come up with an incredible dinner gift to win her over. A magic mirror that will always tell her how fabulous she looks, the head of her greatest enemy. Literally how? What? So it's smarts or money? I guess smarts was the other one. That's... You track down Vera's arch nemesis, Grabo, Grimplay, werewolf, philanthropist. You're not sure how to decapitate a werewolf, though, so you figure you'll just bring his head attached to his body. Grabo's happy to tag along. He's a pretty friendly guy, even if he does talk a little too much. Why is he here? Are you two friends? Wait, were you only trying to win my affection as part of an elaborate scheme to get me in the same room with Grabo? For the last time, you mangy do-gooder, I will not donate to your stupid charity to end polio in stupid Slanthania. Vera tries to have Grabo ejected from the restaurant, but he's too rich. You spend the next 3 hours listening to him talk about his charity. By the end of hour 2, you're ready to chop your own head off if Vera doesn't beat you to it. You lose -2 charm and -1 boldness. I was doing great in the beginning of this, and it has gone downhill fast. You arrive at your chosen table to find Vera looking askance at Miranda's lunch, a single very suspicious-looking apple. Miranda, honey, your apple seems to be pulsing with unhealthy purple light.
Oh, I'm sure it's just your imagination.
It also has a skull on it, and it smells like lighter fluid. I don't think it's for eating.
Of course it's for eating. It's a perfectly standard poisoned apple. You know, the sort that puts a princess to sleep for 100 years.
You literally just admitted it's poison.
I know. And I always said I wouldn't be the kind of princess who eats a poisoned apple. But how else will I find a prince to wake me with true love's kiss and live happily ever after with me?
Girl, we need to have a little talk about feminism. You back me up on this. Oh, you, back me up on this. Tell her she doesn't need to poison herself for the sake of a man. You don't need to eat that apple. Princes should be eating poison apples so they'll kiss you then. You don't need to eat that apple. There are plenty of eligible princes on hotprince.finder.com.
Yay! A marvelous idea! If the princes are asleep, I shall be able to assess them fully before making a selection. Come to think of it, I suppose this is why the princes prefer sleeping damsels to begin with.
God, royal marriages. The whole thing is like a fucking meat market.
In my kingdom, it's more of a fish market.
Hmm.
In any case, you two have truly opened my eyes. I shall be sending poison apples to all nearby princesses forthwith.
Miranda gets to work poisoning all her suitors. Vera is very impressed with your enlightened opinion on gender and poison. Nice. Oh god. Last ditch effort! Ugh, I don't even know. Bathroom? Why not? That day you visit the bathroom to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment. Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions in your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy bastard. You gain +2 boldness and probably +1 staphylococcus with a slight chance of 1 STD. On a close inspection, you see blood pooling on the floor, and Vera standing over it, smiling broadly, holding the carcass of a skinned goat. Hey, thanks for coming. The fun's just getting started. I know we only need the goat's tongue, but like, if you're going to take the tongue from a goat, might as well take the skin too and make yourself a pair of sweet boots. Not that I know how to sew, or would take the time to even if I did, but Miranda has some mer sleeves I could borrow. It's a pretty nice tongue, right? Not too fat, not too thin. The right kind of purple. I think I'll be the most beautiful, regal-feared prom queen ever to grace spooky high school in no time at all. It's not a bad plan, except that spiders need to relieve themselves too, and it's at that moment that Principal Giant Spider walks in to use the toilet. Oh hey, good afternoon, Principal Giant Spider. I'm just holding this skinned goat on school property because it's for Animal Abuse 3. We're getting a head start on our homework. Because this goat is a spy from a rival institution who was sent here to blow up the school. Yay! Principal Giant Spider nods appreciatively. It's always nice to see our students taking initiative about learning things. I'm very proud of this school's successful and well-organized extracurriculars and the healthy social life of my students. But it does seem like people get a little hung up on certain school events. Seriously, prom is one night. One night! A proper education lasts a lifetime. Yep, that's why we're so glad to be doing this right now, because it has nothing to do with prom. Just good old-fashioned learning. Alright, students, carry on with your learning. Prom! One night! Honestly, I'm not even going to try to be prom queen. Principal Giant Spider exits, leaving you and Vera to pocket the necessary good tongue. I'm not trying to be prom queen. I will be prom queen. 2 down, Goddess earrings to go. Maybe Principal Giant Spider has a point about focusing on schoolwork. But fuck it! Prom's awesome! You gain +2 fun and +1 creativity. Alright. Alright, it's time. It's time to see if this succeeds. Probably not. But let's try it. You finally pluck up your courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You're asking me to go to prom with you. Sorry, I'm focusing on my career. My career is not dating losers like you. Bye, loser. I hate my life. Failing at monster prom broke the essential process of growing up in your life. You became fixated on it, and you never became a functional adult. Now you're just an old person that sits at parks and talks to strangers about the time you almost got a date to the monster prom. It is as weird and sad as it sounds. No. I think I was supposed to go to the bathroom earlier. Yeah, I was. Mistakes were made. Anyway, the most likely to be tasty if eaten by other people. I'm literally a shadow person. I think. Vera's quote, "You all will hear from my lawyers." Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, that's unfortunate. Those 6 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. And you know what? Like it always does, life happened, and it was wonderful. Damien became a renowned drag racer until he died in the most badass way during a race. At the funeral, you spotted him hidden among the crowd. He winked at you. Vera kept being fierce, strong, and stunning. Some haters once said adult life would put that mean bitch in her place, but you know what? Vera ended up making adult life her own bitch. Zoe dedicated the next several years to writing her most ambitious fanfic ever. It focused on the struggles of Shaggy containing and controlling his limitless power. It delved into the psychological nuances of a mystery gang, while also including crossovers with Akira, Flubber, and the unbearable lightness of being. It was said to mix Tolstoy's mastery of prose and the juiciness of a very juicy Big Mac, and ended up entering the Western literacy canon. For those 6 weeks, the Monster Prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for Monster Prom might have ended then, but there was plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. I have no idea if this song is copyrighted or not. So we're just gonna turn it down a little bit. I love the little drawings. The art in this game is amazing. I love it. It's such a great little style. I love it. I also love that my tastes in this game have changed. I was originally a poly girl, but then I went to Damien. That's about it. That's how much I've changed. Not much. Although I do love Vera. Even though it's very difficult. I think the only time I actually got like with Vera was I used a guide to like tell me what to do. Prank juice. Nice. Miranda is also lovely. I also love all the voices in this. All the people I grew up watching. I forgot Dan is in this, yeah. I do love that, because I think Calculester was a thing from the regular game, and then he got added in on the DLC. Like, I think that was a thing. Like, it was in a special event that you could get him. And I think go to prom with him, and he was just like a computer with, I think, a sticky note on him that had a face, I think. I'm pretty sure. I feel like I need to check the gallery. I don't know. Maybe. Thank you for playing. Or thank you for making it. I'm the one that played it. Wait. One new image in the gallery. Wow. I have no idea if that Calculester thing is actually true, so I'm gonna fact check that real quick. Yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it was. Look at this. Hold on. Yeah, see? I was right. This is the original Calculester. I thought it was a sticky note, but it wasn't. Alright, cool. And there's the... No, Calculester. No. I love her. Okay. Back to dating music. So I failed. I didn't get a date to Monster Prom. It was going so well in the beginning, and then I just failed miserably. Absolutely just abominable. Oh well. Well, I think I'm gonna call this one here. A little short stream, because my Wi-Fi's doing... I have no idea what it's doing, actually. It's going insane is what it's doing, and I don't know why. Anyway,
I have some laundry to fold. I'm gonna make some popcorn and probably go to bed right after. So, thank you and bye.